lives in the sunlit world of what he believes to be reality. But there is, unseen by most, an underworld, a place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit. A dark side.
All right. If you're having trouble during everything that's going on and you're still waiting on a spook man, clearly you are either a worshiper of the devil lying, you's a stupid motherfucker, or the higher energy does not fuck with you. Okay? It has nothing to do with clout, attention, money, none of that shit. Because with all that shit, it's still going down. So clearly, like they said, a man with riches will not enter the kingdom. You can't even get the fuck in. I'm not talking about no fake kingdom. I'm talking about the one on earth that shall be done just like it is in heaven. That's the one I'm talking about. Okay, this plot is from 2014. The same year of the gain of function research, and the same year Obama's whole ass put out that warning about a catastrophic event happening to America via like disease or virus or plague in the next 5 years. Okay, 2004 plus 2005, plus 5 years makes 2019. That's when Fauci told us, oh, the Trump administration is going to go through a pandemic. Okay. So it's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's there. All right, let's listen to this old retired governor Democrat. Let's listen to him. And let's listen to this motherfucking plan that they already had in place. Let's listen to this shit. And then from there, I'm going to show you another quick little video. And then we're going to get into Strange Fruit 2.0. Because this is the reason that we are Strange Fruit 2.0. Because you have been set the fuck up. Listen.
You don't want to miss it. Let's take a listen.
Really gets it. Again,
this is Chat with Linda B, just to let you know, and shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? She's a Christian conservative woman, but she's been with this ride for a minute. And I respect her for at least having a brain to get some real information, because this is some shit that you would have thought I would have told you years ago. But maybe I did. Maybe it's on the old page. I don't know. But let's listen.
I don't want to miss it. Let's take a listen.
Really gets it. Again, a liberal Democrat. And he calls it my plan to destroy America. My plan to destroy America. And a hat tip to our partners at FAIR who provided this to me, and this has never been played before. Cut one, go.
I would like to share with you my plan.
Well, then never mind. I've never played this because this is the first time it's being played. But here's the weird thing. She's talking about this tape with Mark Levin, who's on Fox, says this shit is 3 years old. So that means Mark Levin been on tip. We're just catching up to it. But I can understand why with all the pandemic bullshit that was going on, we weren't listening to everything that was around.
To me, and this has never been played before. Cut one, go.
I would like to share with you my plan to destroy America. If you think, and some do, that America is too smug, too rich, too self-satisfied, not diverse enough, too white bread, I have this plan. Toynbee, said that all great nations rise and they all fall. And he said, and the autopsy of history is all great nations commit suicide. So here's my plan, 8 parts. Number 1, I'd make it a bilingual, bicultural country. History shows us that no bilingual, bicultural country lives at peace with itself. There's not one, I believe, that doesn't exist with an incredible amount of tension and conflict, if not civil war. My second part of my plan would be to invent something called multiculturalism. This would be 2 parts. Number 1, I would say that all cultures are created equal. It would make no difference and make it impossible to talk about such things as culture. And the second one is that I would really try very hard to make people continue their cultural identity. I would replace the melting pot with the salad bowl. My third part of my plan would be to make the fastest growing demographic group in that country the least educated. I would add a second underclass.
Let's keep going.
To the first underclass, unassimilated, undereducated, antagonistic, and then I'd have 50% of them drop out of school, not graduate from high school.
So Latinos, like wise niggas have told you decades ago, you are a buffer. They do not care about you, and they purposely want you not assimilated and stupid.
Fourth part of my plan would be to get the big foundations to fund, and big business to fund these efforts with lots of money. I would invest in ethnic identity and victimology. I would get them to think about their lack of success was only the fault of the majority. I would start a grievance industry. The fifth part of my plan is I would develop dual citizenship. I would promise people actually divided loyalties, allow them to vote for both Vicente Fox and George Bush. The sixth part, and this is important, I would place all of these subjects off limits. I would make it taboo to talk about, actually, or criticize this whole thing. I would make it come up with a word like heretic used to be 200 years ago. Let's say we call it racist. And I would try to accuse anybody of this that would object to my ideas.
Got to the point to where you can have Black Americans calling other Black Americans racist towards their own people. You see the big war between Black conservatives and Black slaves because all Democrat, independent are slaves. It doesn't matter what political point they want to pick, independent, Democrat, or liberal. Any Blacks messing with any of those, you're a slave. And you would only argue with the ones that were going against it. But they're telling you this was the whole plan. This is the whole agenda.
My seventh part, then, I would make it impossible to enforce our immigration laws. I would develop a mantra, let's call it this, that because immigration has been good in the past for America, it will continue to be good in the future.
So now how do you look at Trump's wall? And how bad of a Mason do you look at Trump? Trump built a wall. Trump's wrapping all these illegals up. He's kicking them the fuck out. Trump wasn't a bad Mason from the jump. The whole point of him is like what Farrakhan said. God put Trump there because he's seen all this bitch-ass wickedness that was going on. I'm not talking about the spook man. I'm talking about the game master, the one that's really here, watching everybody and watching us fuck up ridiculously to where they literally had to put their foot down. They literally had to put somebody in the game. It's not apology. That's how fucked off we had got. The game masters, the controllers of this whole thing, they had to put a fucking monkey wrench in the game because that's how enslaved and stupid the people have become.
My eighth and last part, and it's important, is I would censor this book. This man is dangerous. He's on to my plan. Don't read this book.
And he's pointing to our friend Victor Davis Hanson. And
Doesn't sound like any political.
Talking to a guy named Victor Davis Hanson's book. I want y'all to check that out whenever you get a chance. But wait a minute, we're not done yet. I'm far from done with y'all. Now, if you heard correctly, because they said, the guy said, you know, if you feel America's too white. So that means in truth, those hillbilly hicks that blacks be out there marching with, turns out, turns out them motherfuckers know what they're doing. They know why they have black people out there rioting and looting and acting a fucking fool. They do that on purpose because they know they about to go out. So they're going to take your dumb ass with them. That's why your crime went up. That's why your prostitution went up. That's why your stupid shit went up full stream. So for some reason, once you got to the millennium, blacks just went full blown retarded. It's like they had forgot that they were in a game from the jump and they were being played and used from the beginning. They forgot all about it. They just said, fuck it. Like, doesn't matter. It's not real. It's not going on. Oh, really? Let's check this out. And this is recent. This is not even old. I just gotta let it play real quick. This is a white woman. Young white woman, too. She's not even pushing a large. And this is crazy. Speak just yet. Listen to this. There we go. Let's listen to this white American woman. Let's listen to what she has to say. This is a very interesting video. It's gonna come on in a second.
Drives me up a motherfucker. A little bit mind-blowing, to be quite fucking frank. White liberals are the worst people in all of society. They have this complex of superiority about them where they think that they are better than other people, but at the same time they think that they're lesser than other people. So they always play the victim while also saying that they're better than other people by trying to put other people on a pedestal, by trying to also tell other people that, hey, I know that I'm better than you, so I'm going to help you rise up in the ranks. And then when other people call them out for that shit, they're like, no, it's not that I think that I'm better than you. I just know that I'm better than you. So that's why I need to save you, right? When you have a conversation with somebody who's a white savior liberal, you know exactly who I'm talking about. You get the fat white women who have the shaved slick backs with the purple hair, the septum piercing, the pedophile glasses, the gut hanging out with the crop top, and you're like, why would you ever wear that out in public? And they're like, because my body, my choice. Ooh, fat reliance, fat superiority. Oh, they them energy. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And then you get them in a conversation with somebody who happens to be like a black conservative or a person of color who's a conservative, and they're like, I need to save you because you are a lesser person than I am. Then you're like, hey, that's a really wild thing to say, because just because you're white doesn't mean that you're better than I am. And they're like, well, it's not that I'm better than you. I just know that you have years upon years upon years of oppression. They're like, hey, I'm not oppressed. I'm actually earning more money than you. I'm more successful than you. I've taken life by the horns and I've ridden it well, and I've learned my life lessons and I've gotten to where I wanted to go. And here I am as a person of color or somebody who you're saying that I need to be lesser than you, that you need to save me. And here I am doing better at life than you are. And you still think that you're in a better position than I am in life, that you need to save me and walk me through this. Tell me how this makes sense. Tell me how this makes sense. Because it drives me fucking crazy, man. Because let me just tell you, all right, now that I'm here in Colorado, we are here for a short period of time, thank God, I'm seeing everything from Colorado on my For You page, and a lot of these conversations that I'm seeing be had between white savior liberals and people who are not white and are not liberals yeah, that's typically how the conversation goes. And I'm just so fucking sick of it. Plus, I'm just sick of not seeing aesthetically pleasing individuals. Get rid of the pedophile glasses. Come on, George Harvey, let's not do that. And the fucking shaved sides with your fucking weird, I can't do it. Stephen Pearson, I just want to pull it out of your face. I don't know. Call me hateful. I am. I hate every single white savior liberal. I fucking hate you guys. I call me a racist against white liberals because I am. Am I racist against any other race? No. White liberals, I hate you all.
You niggas still fucking talking? You niggas still breathing? You fucking roaches?
That's a sweet party cornbread. That's the white race daughter telling us that she hates white liberals. Now, when I think about stuff like this, hold on. It's just about to get dark. It's just getting dark. So, when you know about Stalin and you know about communism, and then you see on American public transportation things like this, and you wonder how close to the war you are when it's all around you. Remember, it was lied to through black people. That's how they got it. Remember, the blacks were the slaves. That is the original Stalin symbol too. You can see the Milton oil or from the steel workers, from the people in those factories. When you see this in public transportation, the indoctrination process has clearly already been started. So why am I showing you this? Because where did this come from? Where did the non-rules, the rebellious, the ignorant, and they've already admitted that sagging originally comes from the prison system. Some say because they didn't have belts. Some say because it means you're a boy. You're easy access. You're able to be penetrated. When did the women start glorifying being whores and losers? And the foundation just crumbled. When you got around these people. The ones from All in the Family. Anybody remember his stepson? The ones that, peace, not war, marching the streets, the hippie white people. The ones that claim they were down for you. When really they were teaching you denigration. Hippies didn't take showers like that. They weren't cleaned up. They weren't in suit and ties. So technically, in a way, they were leading you back to your plantation style. Don't talk about getting fresh. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that when all you do is get fresh in the finest European clothing. Louis Vuitton, Gucci, you buy their blood diamonds. But at the same time, want to flash this supposed black power stuff. But it's not believable. Because the white dude's promoting it. It's his bus. Why the hell would that be on it? Because obviously it wasn't yours to begin with. Now, the guy talked about destroying America. This was back in 2014. Okay. Black Lives Matter and all that stuff starts around like 2012. Only 2-year process. Okay. Boom. Now it hits major. I think the whole Ferguson thing was in 2014. Here's another funny thing. They talking about all dirty pipes. Who you think put them there? It's a Democrat city. They're the ones not fixing it. So, for the foolish ones that don't get the point of this video, you guys technically are Strange Fruit 2.0. But this time, they don't have to kill you. You'll kill yourself. And all they have to do is put these little spells around you. Indoctrinate you forever. But it was a plan because it's been planned. Like literally, where Mike Levin is a white dude, he's an old white dude. Yeah, so what? He's a Republican. So what? He's on Fox News. He just told you some shit several years ago about something that you literally are living through. You're bear witnessing it. Oh, the Agenda 21. Oh, Trump's whatever stupid shit that they were talking about. Bitch, how you gonna talk about some new deals when y'all been had one in the process? Gonna literally starve your people November 1st. You guys are the reason there's a government shutdown. It's not the Republicans. The Republicans said they don't want to fund a bunch of bullshit that has nothing to do with Americans. Illegal immigrants, giving them health care, giving them food stamps, homo research in other countries, giving condoms to Hamas. Bruh, we don't want to spend money on this bullshit. So that's what we cut out. We cut out all that fat. Y'all don't want to sign the contract until we put the fat back in. So you're willing to starve these people that you told to be lazy. You told not to work. Don't worry about it. Uncle government's got it. Just suck on the nip. And now they out here talking about robbing people if they don't get their food stamps. They talking about killing. Where? In Democrat cities. Don't y'all need more funding for them fucking police? That's how y'all secretly make y'all money. We already seen that video. Another white woman. Mr. Charlie, your children are speaking about you. This ain't good for you. This is not good for Mr. Charlie, because who is that group they said they was trying to bring in that they knew was going to be uneducated and knew wasn't going to try to get assimilated and knew was just going to be kind of just a buffer in the way? They was talking about the Hispanics. Hey, they put up the info, not me. They was talking about the Hispanics. So that means you already are not that bright. They know you're not that bright. It doesn't matter what you say. This is why we don't see you in any major positions, really, because you're really not here for that. It never said you was. And maybe, just maybe, with you following him, not knowing the game, not knowing anything about the masonry, what's really going on up here, maybe that's why he's 77.1 and you're 12.8. Meanwhile, everybody else is single digits. Nobody's up there but you two. I'm going to tell you like this. If I was Hispanic, I'd be kind of nervous. It seems like the white boy is setting you up. Hey, it's just your friendly neighborhood Indian. Keeping it real with you. You ain't told me no science. You told me a lot of gloating and stuff like that. That's what a lot of them low cognitive Pan-Africans do, but not on this page. Nah, we connect dots. We put things together. We're really, really smart. And there's a reason for it. Because the messenger has the message. Didn't say I was the only one. Didn't say I was the best one. No. I know I have a lot of things to work on. But I will tell you this. You can pretty much see the trail. And if in most of these Democrat cities is where all these problems happen, California alone is a sludge fest for female trafficking, rape, murder, all types of stuff. They have Hollywood. They have all the gangs. They have most of the pimp strips. You should see it. In the South, large trees. They'll never find it. In the East, that's where all the political stuff is, right? That's where all the loud protests, all the dumb stuff that got you drawn in. And who's losing in the end? You. Even though there's more poor whites here. So why are you even arguing about EBT? Because you've been breastfeeding off it too long. Now you don't know what to do. You have been lollygagging so much, you actually thought that was for you. We said welfare to kick the men out the house. We didn't say EBT. We didn't say that. Once y'all start selling all them drugs and getting all that tax-free money, oh shit, they been not liking y'all. They been not liking y'all. You weren't marrying your women. You weren't taking care of your kids. You got the government doing that. You're getting all these tax-free street drug money. OD and little Billy Bob and Winthrop and all them. That's when your war on drugs came in. But you never had to do neither one. But you did. But the past doesn't change. But the future can. So what we need to look at is at the end of it all, you have been played. Just be fair to your brain. Be fair to yourself. Accept the truth. You've been played. And it's by that same side that has all the blood on their hands. They always did and could never wash it off. Not even just black blood or what you call black people. White people blood too. All those original Republicans, the old Republicans, dead. They killed all of them. All them slaughters, the Ossipalooga massacre and all, they killed all them white men that stood by you. So much, they was cold, dog. They murdered Abraham right in the head. He was at a fucking show. He gave all the slave masters their reparations. Yes, but what was he going to do after that? Give up the 40 acres and the mule. They knew that was coming next. So they clipped them. Once they got theirs, they left them cold stares. Real shit. But that's the past. You can't change that. What you can realize is what's been going on. You need to stop accepting homosexuality. You need to stop saying it's just a lifestyle. You need to say, yo, get behind me, Satan. Get away from me. And that goes for the women too. The ones trying to be like men but don't want to build a roof, can't take a punch to the mouth. We're not accepting any of it because we see the results. It's destroying this one free nation. And once it's over, it's over. All that big talk y'all hear on the internet from these freelance podcasts and all that will be gone. Sorry. We got to roll with Trump for the next 3 years. We have to. He seems like the only one that's really like trying to put a stop to this shit. Because these people done got everybody wacko. Y'all got all these celebrities. They don't never put up no money for y'all. Ain't that a bitch? They out here protesting EBT too. Got millions of dollars. They're always going to shows with all this fancy jewelry on, all these $100,000 dresses and suits, and y'all would literally let them hype you up to self-implode. Arguing with the dude, kicking dudes out your position. They're not even legally here. Oh, they want to do the job I don't want to do. That's the problem with your lazy ass. You don't want a supreme nation. That's why you keep trying to wallow your way out. Oh, I just get a tech job. Just be on the computer. Not no more. Welcome to AI. See, you're so smart, you're dumb. You're so smart, you're fucking dumb. You done made all these robots and all this higher technology that now they don't even need you. Nestle dropping off 14,000 people. Gone. Amazon knocking off 10,000. Gone. Don't even need you motherfuckers no more. And everybody thinks it's manual labor. No, you're not going ahead. You're talking about the weirdos in the office. The ones that sitting there sipping coffee, talking shit all day, not really handling business. You know, an accountant is pretty much non-existent anymore. I used to be a Jew's #1 meal ticket. Job is basically not, it's non-existent. It doesn't exist anymore. It used to be one of the highest paying fucking jobs in the world. Don't even exist anymore. So now you look at those Amazon workers a little different because see at Nestle it was 16,000 altogether, but it was really only 4,000 blue collar jobs. It was 12,000 white collar jobs. Y'all don't even know what y'all did. But I'm saying hard work and manhood and the Lord's strength is still here. And you still got a chance to get right with the higher thought. Do away with all this faggotry and this deception and ignorance and helping other nations that would never help you. Stand for yours. And it starts with the family and the team and the community. And then from there, you can start with a town to a city, to a nation, or I'm sorry, to a state, to a nation. We got to get it together. Peek the breadcrumbs. Check the blueprint. See what these cats been doing. Peace and love, y'all. Go.